When was the last session? Last session was a little while ago. The party was had arrived in Cursed, and had made their way into Cursed in this last episode, realizing very quickly that Cursed is built in a way that lets people in, but is not so keen on letting people out. So, after very easily finding the gate within the gate town of Cursed to update your Mosaic Mimir, you attempted to leave the town, which resulted in quite the kerfuffle as the guards attacked Null and Eli, who were basically trying to scale the wall and get out and over the place. And in the end, after a tussle between two Maleficents, the city guard, and two wyverns, you ended up losing both Null and Eli, executed by the guards to remain in Cursed forever, or at least that's what the guards them. So we now catch up with Doc and with Ellis, who are running through the streets of Cursed, fleeing the scene of the attack near the wall and finding their way through the rust-colored alleyways and back streets, trying to get as far away as possible. And whereupon they run into somebody who, as you're catching your breath, Stock and Linellis, this aged man
Stock has
wearing...
breath?
Huh?
Stock has breath?
Stock is just expanding.
Only half our party breathes.
Yeah. Quite true. So
It would be less than half if Wabook was here.
the two of you taking a break, realizing that you've escaped any of the pursuers, if there were any, and finding yourselves kind of lost in the middle of Cursed. A shadowy figure emerges from the alleyway nearby, and with his hands raised as if he's saying, don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything to you. He pulls back his tattered cloak, and you can see that his skin is crisscrossed with scars, and he carries himself with confidence as he steps forward. He rumbles in a deep voice, like a Vin Diesel-ass voice. I'm gonna make it. They say no one leaves Cursed. Really, you just need the right friends to get you out. Some might even say family. You look like you're in the family-making mood.
Are you hitting on us?
No, not hitting. The name is Valder. And, well...
Hello.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I've been, observing, watching you, as you came into Cursed. Seem like outsiders who don't belong here. Most of us in Cursed are on the run from something, you know? Everybody likes to just come in here, and it's a good way to just stay hidden. I got my own demons in my past, but I got some good that still needs to be doing. And wait, where'd the other two of you go? I swear there was four. There was like a kitty cat looking dude and like a robot.
Oh, they got murder killed.
Oh shit. Did they try to get over the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
Damn. Wall got hands.
Yeah. It literally do. Nobody gets up over that wall. The burgomaster makes sure of that. He's got those Maleficents, and then he's got his guards, and then he's got those sky things that fuck you up good with their stingers and talons. I don't like them.
I noticed when I casted one of my spells to try to move our companion, it just kinda didn't work.
Oh yeah. The burgomaster, he's kinda got a whole hold on anything in the town that is dimensional like. Illigus, that bastard. No teleporting in, no teleporting out. No sort of magic that, get you out and over the wall or anything like that.
Wow, that's pretty bro. How does one get? If you can't, one can't go over a wall. Do you go under it or around it? Do you just
For
turn
a
into
big
a
pile
puddle
of jelly, you're really smart. I'm not gonna reveal my plan just yet, but you may have hit the nail on the head with a liquid goo hammer.
Thank you. We have several brains within us.
That's interesting. But, my plan kind of was banking on the fact that there would be 4 of you guys, gals.
I just give it like 10 minutes.
What?
Yeah, they'll show up again.
Don't worry about it.
He looks at you, his scarred face with a look of confusion on it. Alright, I'll trust you. So, if you don't mind, it might be a little bit more dangerous to discuss these things out here in the streets. I just need if you're interested in the way that I can get you out of here, well, just if you don't mind, you could just go reconvene at my place, join me and my son for tea, and we'll have a little bit of a chit chat about how to get out.
Sounds so
Cursed.
ominous.
I would lean over to Stock and like sorta whisper, I think he is hitting on us after all.
Oh, we don't know what.
Just nod politely and take
Okay.
the free food.
Guy Stock's
grab
nodding
bowl.
just kind of looks like a warbling, like used car.
You nod and it just reverberates through your whole body.
There's a very specific look to this.
Would have thought it was just his head going into his torso and then back out. That's his nod.
So, the guy introduces him. I don't remember. Well, did he introduce himself? I can't remember.
Owl something.
Early on, you get a
Yeah.
name.
So he reaches out a hand and he says, "My name is Valder, but you can call me Val for short."
Okay, Val for short. Thank you. We are Stock.
You are Stock, and you are definitely an interesting individual.
Thank you.
I don't know if it was necessarily. You know what? You can have this one, Stock.
My name, the name's Valder Propane.
Valder propane?
Yeah.
Diesel.
Propane accessory.
Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure I heard that right.
Val Propane
Oh
for
my
short.
God.
Vincent Gasoline.
So he says, my place is just this way. Follow me. We're gonna go. We just gotta go around the corner. And he walks.
That sounds even more suspicious. I can help you for a lot of money, so make sure you have a lot of money, and then follow me around this corner.
It's certainly some Looney Tunes style logic so far.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
speaking of
people
which,
follow.
Doc and Lunellis, if you follow Val through the rust-covered streets of
Why the
this,
fuck not at this point? Am I right?
yeah,
Honestly, it's the worst that could happen.
What, we die? Oh no.
yeah,
I
it's
guess the Mimir
it's
could get lost.
I love the idea of like in this world or for these characters that know how things function for themselves. There is never a situation that is like, oh, I guess we shouldn't do this, because it's just like, what's the worst can happen? So following Val through the streets, he quietly makes his way through the alleyways and the back streets until you find yourself on one of the main thoroughfares of one of the centric rings. And across the street, you see a large building that has a lot of sound coming out from within it, as well as lights on the windows that are lights coming from inside, and the windows are a lot cleaner than a lot of the other buildings in the area. Val points to that and says, "Oh yeah, that's the Trader's Gate." And the thing, it looks like a giant overturned bucket. There's Trader's Gate. That's the one roadhouse and inn that there is in Cursed. If you gotta get a good drink, you gotta go there because it's the only place to get it. Don't worry. If you want to know, if you want an inn, I know the guy who runs this place. His name is Tainted Barse. He's a good dude.
What is up with your people's names?
What's wrong with the names?
Why are they so creative?
And at that point, you hear the sound of scuffling and glass breaking and multiple curses in multiple different languages: infernal, elvish, dwarven. As through one of the windows flies a ball of fur. It lands on the ground with its tail immediately sky high in the air, and you just hear I guess Bad. Would you describe your character?
Yep. So you would see slowly standing up, kind of stretching out. It looks like familiar enough that it's like, yeah, it could be Eli, kind of, but if he was maybe slightly younger and definitely been hit the gym a lot more, much more filled out, rattier cloak. It's not been kept up as much.
Cattier cloak.
Cattier.
Oh.
Yeah, the hat, the cloak, all that is sort of less kept, dirty, tears here and there. And then he's got tied, kind of sewn into the cloak, or that leather armor, are pieces of metal, like the bottom of a frying pan and a horseshoe and various things to kind of make a makeshift scale armor.
A hoarder.
Very much from a few dollars more. Anyways, he stands up full height, kind of a bit taller, definitely bulkier. He's got an axe at his belt, and his left claws are kind of dried blood on them, and looks around. We'll see you guys, and if you look, make eye contact. These are crazy eyes. This is some Uncle Ruckus shit. Like, he is not maybe all there, and then we'll slowly walk towards you guys.
Crazy husky, super bright blue.
No, there's no brightness behind these eyes. They're just wild. It's kind of off-putting. And then he walks slowly towards you, and he is definitely this GIF. You hear his steps. He is a heavy individual. He just walks up. A little bit of recognition as he sees the party. Looks through each and every one of you, and just sort of stands there. Doesn't say anything.
From the doorway, the guy at the doorway who peeks his head out, this dwarven individual, and he yells at the cat at Bad. Says, "You can't fucking pay with axing my waiters. It doesn't work that way."
He just looks back, raises a middle finger in a rude gesture at him, turns back, just back to the dude, already ignoring him. Will reach inside his cloak, kind of fumble around a bit, and pull out a piece of parchment. And looking over, will hand it to, kind of thinks about a minute, and then hands it to Lunellus. And this is what he gives you in Discord. It's a wanted poster with his face on it.
That's really cool.
He points to it, points to the Bad, Il Cattivo, and then points to himself, and then just stands there.
I stare at this. I look up at you. I stare at it again, and just out loud I go, I don't know how to process this information.
Doc will come over, look down at the paper. We can't read.
It says Bad Il Cattivo.
Just
So is this one a cat then?
I mean, technically
Because
they're
Mr.
both
Eli
cats.
always said he wasn't a cat.
shake head when you say is this one a cat? Very vehement shake of the head. No, just points at bad and points back at himself.
Okay. Okay. So bad.
This one is bad.
You also see that there would have been a place where the bounty was at the bottom that was torn off, so you don't know how much the bounty was.
69.
And
I
it's not-
turn to
Delirium.
Val, and I say, here's the third one.
Yeah,
I just do a little nod to this guy.
yeah. Val looks to Bad, looks back to the group. All right, yeah, I can kind of see the resemblance, and I kind of understand what you're saying. Well, don't worry, my place is just a block or two away. Mr. Bad, if you're gonna be coming with us, just play it nice, I guess.
Blank stare. Actually, I would say it's not blank stare. It's just a very malicious stare. Just kind of unreadable, but it doesn't feel good. It's uncomfortable to get stared at like this.
Oh, good. We're a spider on the wall of your house.
Yes, it's exactly the energy. I guess I can find a. I can't make a gif of it, but yeah, it's definitely off-putting. That's the vibe you're getting.
Okay, so the party continues down the thoroughfare, leaving the tavern / roadhouse behind. And walk a few blocks, and Val says, "Yeah, the place is just up ahead. No worries, we're almost there." And as you step around a corner, there is a sound of something or someone in distress down one of the alleyways. You look down the alleyway and you see there is a Warforged that is fighting off what looks to be a small group of stray cats that are like pulling at its cloak and like scratching it, and mainly because you see that this Warforged is halfway in a pile of garbage and covered with like fish guts and like sardines and like food scraps. So the stray cats are just kind of going after him. Destroy, could you describe your third character?
Okay, so you guys see much larger build than Null, same as like the first guy. Like almost identical, actually identical build to the first guy. We'll just say that much. Wearing
First guy
a
being Null?
no, first guy being the 887 from the very first session.
The one that got cooked.
That's
Yep.
right.
That's
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yep. Has the same rifle on the back. Has a like hooded cloak on, and is wearing like a what seems to be a mask. It's hard to tell if it's because Warforged, if it's face or mask. But it's a different design than the face of the original, at least. I also do not have vision on this map.
Weird.
Yeah,
there we go. Fixed it.
I might need to refresh.
Nope.
Nope, there we go. Hey. I definitely gather up some of these like fish guts and like set them out so the cats will be like, hey, actual food instead of dude that smells like food.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll approach the group. Good. I found you. We have much work to do.
I look at the fish guts, and I look at him, and then I lean over to Stock. Does this make him a tuna can now?
We have no idea what a tuna is.
It's a fish. A type of
Okay.
fish.
Okay.
Do you know
Whatever
what a fish
you
is?
say that is, we believe you.
Do you know what a fish is?
No.
that thing that he just put on it, they come out of fish. They're like small little.
Oh.
They're like urine sites, except you can't see them.
Oh. So fish are gumball machines.
I mean, it could be treated like that.
Oh my god, Val is definitely just staring at you all, like with a look on their face that more or less just looks like, who the fuck did I choose to help me out here?
He's all tough guy on us, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh, this is the fourth one, and then I go back to talking to Stock.
All look really weird, but
Yes.
I think it's gonna be to my benefit. Alright. Well, nice to meet you as well. He walks over to you, your character, Destroy. What do I call you?
Atayat Savan, but Atayat will do.
Atayat.
And
Alright. Well, my name's Val Propane, and well, I got a small favor and or job for you all to get out of this town. A little bit easier than what you attempted before, which is trying to get up and over the wall. And he, as he says that, he lowers his voice and motions over his shoulder with a thumb towards the edge of the wall that's nearby, where you see one of those large elephant-like creepy creatures patrolling the wall, just casually looking over each side, keeping an eye on the people. And you can always tell they basically these guards on the outside never really look towards, or on the wall never really look towards the exterior. They're always just patrolling and taking a look at what's inside. Nobody gets out past the wall guards, but sometimes you just gotta go under the wall. Come on, let's go inside. He walks over to one of the dilapidated looking buildings nearby. Welcome to mi casa.
I thought you said this was your house.
Sorry, it's a dialect that you don't know, I guess. This is my house, or my familia. And he opens the door and goes inside. Come on, get inside
I don't
quick.
see a familiar anywhere.
Stock holding over. I don't think this one speaks common.
I was pushed through the door kind of aggressively, take a step inside and lean against the wall here.
I don't think that one does either.
No.
Cozy.
I feel we've picked up some very awkward friends now.
As you see that, Bad is literally cleaning the blood off his claw with his teeth. He's like chewing at it. Yeah. Like a cat cleaning their feet.
Once you're all inside, he closes the door. He takes a look out to the street, making sure nobody else is out there, and closes the door and slides a deadbolt across one of the like 3 deadbolts, and then like a bar across the door to close it. And he looks around. All right, don't mind. I'm gonna introduce you to my son. Hey, Felik, you there? And as you look around the room, there's a meagerly furnished room. There's a few chairs. There's a table there in the center, kitchenette, a bench that's cluttered with metal scraps and tools, and there's a curtained off area near the back. And as Val calls out, moment later, you see a young man entering the space from that curtained off bedroom. He resembles Val in his facial structure and some of his features, though as he steps into the room, you notice that his skin is transparent.
Whoa. Wait, transparent, like you can see through him entirely?
Yep.
Like he's a ghost.
The young man stretches. Hey, Pops. Time to go already? And Val looks over. Yeah, I think these guys are gonna get you out of here. Get you back and, let you fully pass on. Sit. Come on, I gotta let you know about the circumstances of what's going on here. Anybody want some? I got some. I can, cook up some suspectful meat burgers real quick on the grill, and I got a couple Floronas out back. It's the only beverage that La Familia drinks.
Christ.
Bad is just staring at the ghostly figure.
I do apologize, but I will not be able to partake in your hospitality on account of the fact that I cannot consume sustenance in the same fashion.
Yeah, no worries. I've seen a couple of your make before around Sigil. Yeah, Val says as he goes over and starts, grabbing some bottles out of a cabinet and.
My make specifically, or.
No, just more like, not really looking like
general.
you, just other. I think you're called you're like a kind of automatons, warforged, that kind of thing.
Yes, if you found any of my make specifically, do try to stay clear.
Oh, duly noted. Well, I'll get to explaining. So, you see, my son here, Velik, unfortunately died in an accident in Sigil several years ago. Well, ended up manifesting himself as a petitioner, and took on the form he had as my son. But his, he's still a little bit corporeal, but kind of ghost-like. And well, Velik came here and found me. Been reconciling our differences, coming closer as family, and I think we've agreed that it's time for Velik to move on to his rightful afterlife, Mount Celestia, where he belongs. Not like his dad, not like me. I got a past, if you know.
Technically, everyone has a past.
For any of those curious, give me either a Arcana or religion or history check about Petitioner.
Oh boy.
Perfect zeros all around. I'm gonna roll this, even though probably don't really care too much. Yeah.
Oh, I've got to change my name.
Did you say Arcana, history, or what?
Religion.
Hey, monk's not good at any of these.
Oh
God.
All right. One of those floating brains had a memory locked inside of it.
Yeah, I think it
I
did.
would imagine just like the Mimir has an insight to share.
Oh yeah, actually, that would make sense.
This is also very Gods of War now. This is
Yeah,
lovely.
I do think that Stock, you're the one who learns the most about this, though. You also understand a little bit about petitioners. Petitioners are a term used for a soul that when dead or when killed, the soul of an individual doesn't pass on to the rightful place of afterlife. Their soul kind of gets shunted and brought back as this kind of a. Sometimes it's a form that looks like them. Other times it's in another form, but basically it is a half-life for this person until they can be taken back to or find a way to get their soul to their rightful afterlife.
Okay, so basically, a soul has been laid to rest because it's a ghost. So it's a ghost in the meantime. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
The beverages are brought over for everybody. Val does bring over beverages for Ateat, even though he knows that he's just being, it's family. We still gotta be hospitable. Even if you can't eat it or drink it, I'm gonna give you something. Mi madre would be really angry if I didn't.
Thank you, Mr. Propane.
Mr. Payne.
Propane. Propane for short.
Battle will grab one of the Floronas and break the top off just with his bare hand and drink from that.
That's dangerous.
Gives him a look.
I want you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
You got it.
Gives a look as you bleed from your mouth.
Yeah.
I will. When he said it too, I'll actually make eye contact and chug the whole thing.
Yeah, you take one piercing damage as you. There's definitely shards of glass in that Florona.
Yeah, there are gonna be shards of glass kind of in his kind of like beard-like whiskers around his face now, just stuck there with a little blood. Doesn't even bother to clean them.
So, I'll get to the point. I know of a tunnel. The dump. Right behind our casa right here. Right behind our abode. Goes under the walls of Cursed. No problemo. Velik knows how to get through there. But the way might be a little bit dangerous. I want you to get Felik and yourselves out of this town. But I need you to protect Felik on the way out.
Doc will raise a glorpy imitation of a hand.
Yes.
What could hurt something that's already not alive?
So, he tries to explain. Though he was killed from an unfortunate accident in Sigil, and Felik speaks up now. The way that I came back, you see, it's still a little bit mushy, like a person. I bump into things, I can get hurt. It's a weird half-life, you know. Sometimes I worry that what'll happen if I die here before I go and find a place that my soul can truly rest. That's the issue.
Oh. So you can't just take a nap to rest. Oh. That's tough. Well, what challenges do you see with this tunnel? Can you go in tunnels? Are you afraid of tunnels? Is it in the dark?
Who are you asking, Felik or Val?
Felik.
Felik he says, I'm just a little bit apprehensive, I'm just a little bit worried. I don't know. I'm just cautious by nature. Hopefully with you four with me, it will be easy though. Easy peasy. And we'll go through the tunnel and we'll get out. And I'll be able to finally rest. Val walks over. Yeah. A long-deserved rest, my son. Real sorry. Should have helped you out sooner. And I know I'm saying now that family comes first. Family number one, numero uno, but I really was a pretty shit dad to you back then. When I left you and your mother in Sigil to come and hide here. But we've been through this, we've talked through this, we've chopped it up. We figured out our pasts. But now you have a future, Felik. You got a future. And these four, they're gonna help you out.
Doc will raise a glorpy hand again.
Yes.
Will Felik be able to stay with us afterwards? What does Felik want to do when they're done?
There is a moment of... I don't know. The Felik chimes in. I'm not sure. I don't know what's gonna really happen. I want to go to Excelsior.
Oh.
I think that is part of your.
It's part
of the place we need to
yeah,
visit.
it's one of the places
Yeah,
that you.
I'm just saying, like, we have every intention of Excelsioring.
Oh, well, okay. We'll figure out. First things first. We gotta get out of Cursed. Once that's done, well, if you're willing to help me out and get me to Excelsior, I'll be more than happy to. And Val looks over and says, "If you can get my son to Excelsior, then, man, I owe you big time. Know what? I know you're all trying to get out of here as well, but I can front some cash. It's all I got, though. It's all I got." And he reaches into his pocket and he takes out. You hear the jingle of coins as he puts 2 Electrum coins on the table.
We all just collectively go, "You can keep it."
Yeah,
Bad.
They look
them up.
they look like fucking, because as you know, like all the coinage in Sigil and the Outlands is like a fucking mishmash of
from all over.
all over the multiverse. These look like Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Bad absolutely picks them up and pockets them.
Where do you have pockets?
Oh, all over the cloak. Like there's.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at it, it's similar, kind of the. Remember that Eli, he had kind of this like runic, the artificer kind of style leather armor. This essentially looks like the unpowered damage version of that. So there's still like utility pockets and things of questionable nature.
Your cargo jacket.
More or less, and it's certainly Mad Maxed out. But he finds a pocket, puts the 2 coins in, doesn't say anything, doesn't even make any reaction, just pockets them.
Doesn't elaborate.
Nope, refuses to.
Leaves.
Val gives you a nod, and looks over and says, "And I gotta let you know, I'm not gonna be able to accompany you all. My past, I gotta stay here, otherwise my past is gonna find me, and I don't want that."
I roll my
I'll
eyes
raise a
at that.
Glorby hand again.
Yeah, stock.
How studious.
Is your past with us in the room right now?
I mean, technically yes, as Felix happens to be my son, but no. You see, if you couldn't already tell, I'm a mercy killer.
He has like tell that.
He like has like a poignant pause of like wait for like for somebody to be like, "Oh."
He just blank stares all around.
Yeah, the Mimir and Stock just kind of rotates slowly.
There's a small bubble sound from Stock.
It'll blurp.
When there's no response, he's just mercy killers. We're one of the factions in Sigil, the executioners. When judgment is passed down from on high, the mercy killers go out and exact justice themselves. But I disobeyed my faction, disobeyed the mercy killers, and I refused to bring in a bounty that I believed was innocent. And guess what?
Why?
I point at his son.
No, not that. That refusing to bring in that bounty led to the death of other faction members of what was my family, my work family.
Behind, like, Luna steps behind Stock and then just goes, dun dun dun.
I had to flee Sigil, abandon my family, Felix and my wife. I came here to Cursed, where I've been hiding ever since. But after Felix tragically died, he tracked me down, found me here. And well, old wounds are now healed, and well, We are we're more family than ever, and I'm gonna get him out of here. You're gonna go to Excelsior, son. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to Excelsior, Pops.
Wow. Is there a manner in which we should execute this plan? Perhaps rapidly and angrily?
I would wait till nightfall. That way, there's less chance that those dumbass elephants on the wall is gonna see you in the junkyard. But, don't worry. Oh, I would actually advise you to go scout out the junkyard first. I think that if we kind of make sure that you know how to get to the place quickly this evening, then that will be the best plan. Give you the general location. The junkyard's kind of weird. Things kind of move, the piles kind of get reallocated. The copper dragon in there, he a little bit of a weirdo.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, slow turn.
Dragon says what?
Slow turn of Bad's head to Overton when he says that.
Oh, you know, his name is... Oh, sorry, I know you're not... I always forget that, you know, you're not from here. So,
yeah, we've known each other
the
for
dump.
10 minutes.
It's run by, you know, it's managed by Dolores. She's, well, an eclectic individual who, makes money off the garbage and keeps it from spilling into the town. And, well, can be hospitable and nice and sometimes hires people to clear out some vagrants and, or, you know, some, large rats of unusual size. But I gotta tell you, the star of the dump is Tudhog, the junk worm.
Oh, that's some Mad Max shit right there.
Yeah.
The star of a dump is like, good job.
Well, I tell you, Tudhog, that dragon, knows how to sculpt. He takes trash and scrap and everybody's refuse and turns it into works of art. He's a bit eclectic and smells kind of funny, but, you know, he makes awesome sculptures. They stand out like diamonds in the rough in the dump. Like pieces of corn in poop. If you know what I mean.
We don't understand a single word that you're saying.
Don't worry, he's nice. Unless you fuck with his sculptures. Then he's not nice.
But could we commission a sculpture from him?
Oh, I'm sure. He likes making commissions. But, just, you know, gotta stay on his good side. The dump's right out back if you're interested, and, it's, you know, still a little bit earlier in the day, and I gotta, you know, if you allow, me and Felix, we're not gonna see each other no more after this, so, I gotta say my goodbyes. Come back in the evening and, Felix will be ready to go. Until then, if you're interested, it would make sense probably to go scout out the dump, find, oh, here, and he draws up a kind of a makeshift, and he says, look for the giant rusted pipe. When you find that, that's where you gotta go. You gotta be able to open the grate, go through the giant rusted pipe, and that's the place where you're gonna be able to get out of here.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
Ooh. So he was suggesting we take a look at it, right?
Yeah, at least. So, point being, with the occupants of the dump, it tends to move a little bit. Oh, and sorry, he makes a correction. He says, look for the... sorry, it's not a giant rusted pipe. I read my notes wrong. It's a large dragon skull.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You can navigate the trash canyons and probably find it fairly quick.
Well, that Bad will just kind of stand up, do the stretch, head side to side and just walk towards the back door, right? Is what you gestured at?
Sure.
Just walks to it,
Bad
just pushes it
stress.
open.
And then you find that that's not the back door, but that's just the latrine.
Grunts, shuts it with a slam, and then walks past you again to the other door.
When bad stretches, Luna can't help but go, ooh, big stretch.
Ooh, big stretch.
You get a glare. It is not a friendly glare. It's like held just long enough to be uncomfortable, and then that'd be before.
Like half a second too long to
yeah,
be
just a little bit too long. Yeah. And then we'll go out this door, I guess. This is the door.
Yes, that is the door.
And won't even wait for anyone else. We'll just head in direction. It was
you all just hear the sound of the heavy footfalls and the ching.
Oh yeah, the spurs of
the spurs.
Absolutely.
Going quieter down the path. And Mr.
Is it over
Bad,
this way?
Yeah, you find around the corner here you can see the junkyard.
Okay.
Or the path to the junkyard out back.
Okay. Again, I'm not waiting. We'll just head over there and start just scouting. Nothing special, just walking around looking at stuff.
Okay, what's everybody else doing?
Back. Susu, get off the keyboard, buddy. Oh.
I'll follow.
Yeah. We will prepare a scouting mission.
All right. So, leaving Val Propane and his son Felic Propane to say their goodbyes. The party goes out back, and your way into the junkyard where you see, basically there's like towering piles of trash. More or less, the heaps rise to be about like 20 feet tall up. There are random interior like cavities of in the junk, like caves that have like small caverns, things like that. As right now, the dump is fairly well lit from the suns above, and one thing though that you do notice is that there are definitely viscous pools of like green sludge that are accumulating around some of these junk canyons and junk mountains around here. But the first thing that you encounter as you enter the junkyard itself is what looks to be a small tent with a hunched over individual muttering to herself next to it. She sees you entering
muttering.
Yeah, she sees you entering the junkyard and raises her head, and you see this green-skinned, wizened individual. As she cracks a grin as she stands over the table, looks in your direction. Welcome to my junkyard. The name's Dolores. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Dolores. Where's Stock?
Pleasure to meet you, Stock. You have any business in the junkyard? Looking to do some part picking? Need some work? Or you just passing through?
Well, our friends and us were on a special mission.
Oh, is that so? That's so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, just don't get yourself hurt. Don't climb up any of the junk heaps that look particularly precarious. They're known to fall over and squish people, so don't do that.
Okay. We're squishy, Dolores, so don't worry. What's your favorite part of the junkyard? What's your favorite spot?
I gotta tell you, it's gotta be Tudhog's sculpture garden. That dragon knows how to make things beautiful. He takes the scraps and the junk, and he makes it works of art.
Oh, we've heard much about that sculpture garden. Which direction is it from here?
Oh, his sculpture garden. Well, just to the north. You'll find it. And, well, tell Tudhog Dolores sent you, and, he'll be charmed.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help, Dolores. Would you like a hug?
There's a brief pause as Dolores looks you up and down, your large gelatinous body. Then a smile cracks across her big green face as she says, "Bring it in."
I'll go slurp over. Slurpy arms come out. You're full of caring.
It's like I'm getting a hug from a waterbed. Love it. And actually, as you detach yourself from the hug, you hear a loud, angry roar from further within the dump, and some loud cursing, kind of carrying over the dead air, over the still air in the dump. And Dolores looks back to the group. Uh-oh. Sounds like Tudhog is pissed off. Somebody must have messed with his shit again.
Why would somebody do that?
I don't know. Nobody pays me enough to worry about that. Oh well. Bye.
Bye, Dolores.
And you just hear from in the distance just like, and you can't tell what they're yelling or talking about, but there's somebody very angry, making a
strong
loud
opinions being
motion.
had. Okay.
I'll just start walking that direction.
As you make your way in that direction, you see a large adult copper dragon with a jauntily placed beret on one of his horns,
Amazing.
stomping around what looks to be a badly vandalized sculpture of a Goliath holding a large boulder, all made out of various scraps, trash, armor, swords, old weapons, etc. And the sculpture has had like a giant penis drawn on it. It's had, it's now multiple colors. What looks to be some sort of paint has been thrown all over it. And now you hear the dragon just cursing in Draconic, and even you can tell that these are curse words. As they say, "I cannot believe it. These miscreants have sullied and vandalized and ruined one of my sculptures. I cannot believe that Dolores does not hire security for the dump in order to protect my creations. This is absurd. Absurd to the nth degree."
I'll walk right up to the statue, kind of ignoring the diatribe, and just take a close look at the penis on it, the drawing.
Are you one of those miscreant vandals? Don't touch my art.
I shake when he says, "Are you one of those?" I shake my head no, and just kind of pretend to be taking it in for a bit. Just stand there.
Yeah, you taking that?
Taking the penis, yeah. Bad pussy takes the penis, yeah.
Oh god!
All right. What's the rest of the party doing?
hearing Stock's joke.
I will never understand why people stoop so low. I'm truly sorry that you've suffered such a attack on your very being.
Oh, someone who understands the plight of a true artist. I thank you. I'm Tudhog. Tudhog the Junkworm. It is nice to meet you. What is your name, my good automaton, sir?
Oh, my name is Atayat Savan, at your service. And I'll give like a one hand over chest kind of half bow.
Tudhog bows back. Yes, very nice to meet you, Atayat. And the rest of you all seem like nice chaps. For the most part, he eyes
His
bad.
name is Bad.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ignoring everything that's going on around me, just kind of looking at the sculpture right now.
You see, Dolores does not hire enough security for my art studio. Some call it a dump. I call it an art studio. It's my playground to create. However, recently there has been a gang of ne'er-do-wells that have been plaguing my art studio. And, well, it seems that they have been rather studiously vandalizing my masterpieces. You wouldn't happen to be in the line of looking for some work, would you? Perhaps? Possibly?
If it can be done in an afternoon, perhaps.
Well, you see, I'm fairly certain that this gang of ne'er-do-wells is still somewhere within the dump. He runs a claw over the paint on the sculpture. The paint is still fresh, barely dried, not but a couple hours old, and, well, I would not hold it that I would not put it past these imbeciles that they would be attempting to vandalize more of my prize masterpieces. I'd say this. Clear out these miscreants from my domain, and I will gift each of you with a custom piece of art. Handmade. From my collection of junkin trinkets. What say you?
Yes.
Wow. Well, the gelatinous one agrees immediately. I do not want to strike up a contract with just one and not the others. Would this be acceptable? My sculptures sell for quite a lot of coin on the market, especially for those who are interested in, let's say, eclectic and rare pieces. You see, I do happen to be stuck here in Carceri, or in Cursed, for the time being. But it's of my own volition, of course. It's my art domain. I'm not going to be leaving my studio anytime soon. However, there are many people who would be willing to pay a pretty penny, or pretty platinum, if I would say, for some of my more interesting pieces, especially if they are custom made.
Bad kind of takes in a deep breath, thinks about it, exhales, pulls the axe out from his belt, and starts sharpening it with his left hand claw. Looks up and nods.
I believe that means that, unless Lunellus has something to say, that we are all on board.
Back over Lunellus. Don't ruin this for us.
I miss our old friends.
What do you mean?
That one's too polite, and that one is not Mr. Eli. It's weird. Oh, but yeah, we can help. Sure.
Excellent. Well, as it seems that, well, he looks at the ground. Tudhog looks at the ground and can see there are some footprints heading towards the east that have paint embedded in some of the paint in the footprints. It seems that those miscreants have headed further east into the junkyard. I would head in that direction and, well, so look out for the bugs. They are not too nice. They get a little bit nippy if you look too tasty. However, get those ruffians first. I don't care what you really do to them. However, rough them up, give them a stern talking to, do what you must, but just get them out of the junkyard.
Bad gives a little bit of a evil grin as he says that.
All right. Well, come back and find me when the job is done. I will start gathering materials for your art pieces to be completed upon your return. Thank you.
All right. We should probably split up, look for high ground, fan out and search. If you catch anyone, just give a holler, and we'll come around.
The music. You said there was footprints, though, right?
Yeah, there are. There's footprints with paint embedded in them and little paint drops on the ground.
I'll point at that if they're that obvious and just start following them. Axe
Could
out.
easily be a trap. Be on guard.
Alright. Axe is out, and I'm just following it.
So, follow the footprints through the meandering junk heaps and junk canyons of the dump, and fairly soon, the four of you start to hear voices in the distance. Softly at first, but then getting louder as you make your way around one of the corners of these, one of the corners of the junk heap. And in the distance, you see, looks to be four kind of punk-clad individuals wearing spiked leather jackets, chains hanging from their pants, each of them wielding clubs and some swords. But more importantly, you see them with large paint cans as they are assailing another piece of art. This one of a glorious-looking dragonborn, and with its head raised to the sky, and it's spewing out its dragon breath ability, or its dragon breath into the air. However, these Vandals have already started to paint it a very strong hue of yellow and purple.
Lakers fans.
And as you approach, I'm assuming that Bad is probably the one in the front as as you have stalked forward.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Stop.
Yeah. As you approach, Bad, you notice that they are all teenagers.
Man, those teenagers over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing where it's a walk kind of slowly, got left hand, thumb tucked into the belt loop, axe kind of out to the side, down low, just walking, hat down over my eyes. In front of them so they can see me. Don't say anything.
One of them, they're all really involved in painting and vandalizing this piece of art. And one of them looks up and sees your group at the periphery and taps one of the guys who's kind of the bigger one of the group, points in your direction. The bigger guy turns and takes a look. Who the fuck are you and what the fuck you want? We're doing work here, assholes.
We want you to stop vandalizing the good dragon's art.
You can suck my fucking dick, idiot.
Present it.
Look, I don't want to hurt you, but I can't say the same for my friend here. And, I'd start running if I were you.
Start running these nuts.
I'm throwing my axe at the one who just popped up.
All right.
I
All right,
If I
so
have anything to stop it, I'm going to
I
try
was going for good cop, bad cop, and I underestimated the bad.
good cop, terrible cop.
It's like what was the movie with like the
Good cop, average cop.
Is it Drive? What's the movie with the cop is just like a total like slime ball?
Training
No,
Days?
but we're gonna take a break
Training
right
Day,
now
yeah.
as the camera pans to just like the slow mo of Bad hucking one of his hand axes at the guy who just told you to fucking D's nuts him. And we'll be back in like 5 minutes. With,
Okay, good. I gotta take the laundry downstairs. so
Yeah,
I'll be
perfect.
right-
Yeah, 5-10 minutes.
Grab your
We'll be
dogs.
yeah, dog, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna go help
Yeah.
Derpy get some wash some dishes and stuff as well. So yeah, we'll be right
Okay.
back.
We're back.
Oh, it's family.
Family.
I'm gonna have to run away in about 20 minutes. The dogs are not yet ready.
Yeah, no worries. We're probably gonna be this combat will probably be. I don't want to say the end of the session, but I am also pretty fucking tired from driving a bunch today.
Yeah, why did you go all the way out there again?
It was for a funeral.
Oh.
Erica's grandmother. It was.
Oh.
I mean, Erica can tell more about it, but it was not an unexpected passing, and a passing that was on her grandmother's like home terms, type of thing.
Okay.
So
is it
not necessarily
assisted?
No, but it was. So she was 90, and had been getting on in the years, and it recently had a bad fall and had broken her like femur, like had broken like big bones.
Oh no!
So she was recovering from that and was doing a pretty good job, but she was very unhappy in the kind of like assisted living home. She loved living on her own in her apartment that was hers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So she was super unhappy there. And then there was some tests that were ran during the recovery and basically found that there was some additional health complications that she had going on that were basically like the options were either do a surgery that would lead to a very long recovery time and or even the possibility of not even like
life is just rough at that point.
Yeah, or of like even the surgery itself could be risky on its own. And she basically was like, no, fuck that. I don't want to do the surgery. I want to just be at home in my apartment, in my bed with my family, and just like go out on my own terms. And
I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily a tragic death, but more of a melancholic sort of a, what do you call that, celebration / mourning.
Celebration of life sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, and it was all family. Family. But
I was gonna say, I feel bad for laughing the whole time.
yeah, no. It was a good day. Sad, but nice to see all that family out there. So basically, like the grandmother lived out in Palm Springs, and like daughter and other folks lived out there. Yeah, and what Erica says, like, yeah, she has had 5 great grandkids, all 3 of her, yeah, like, yeah, no, it was.
Yeah, because you guys are awesome. Just out there.
And she's the last. I mean, she got to on her 90th birthday. She met River for like the first time in person, which was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, and now she's in Palm Springs fashion. She's buried in the same cemetery that Frank Sinatra and what's his name, Chaplin, are buried.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah. And she chose that.
Well,
like she
that's
like
funny.
When she found out that like that he had his grave out in this gravesite, she was like, I'd like to be buried.
You know what? That's fair. It's not bad company.
Yeah, it was one of those things too where it's like everybody is like her Erica's dad and people are all cousins are all very sad, but it was a passing that, as I said, was like it was not a surprise, and it was one of those like slow enough things that the acceptance of it had been like worked upon. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the impact wasn't as harsh.
It sucks to say, but it's basically like it happened with my grandmother as well, on my dad's side, where it was like it was a slow descent, like it was a slow landing, right? And like when you can observe it over a long period of time, and it's not something quick deterioration or bad or just surprise, it's a lot easier to handle a lot of weight.
You have the ability for you get your own personal reflection, and you get the closure or you potentially can get that in a way that you don't with a sudden passing.
And what Derpy just said, that was the part for her. Where tough.
Yeah. No.
But it was a long drive. It was a 2-hour drive out there, and then like a 2.5 hour, 2 hour 45-minute drive out because there was a fucking fire on the highway on the way back home.
Oh,
as is tradition.
It is the season.
River was a trooper. He made it. We drove the entire way. We didn't stop, which was great that we go that way. But also, I was like, I get out of the car, and I'm like, I'm a fucking old man. I get out of that fucking car, and I'm like, oh, my legs, my fucking ankles.
Oh, back.
Gotta do the old man stretch as you get out. Just
things start popping.
Yeah, dude. I mean, as nice as our new, because we took the EV out there as well, or the Ioniq 5, which was interesting. Expected that there would be. I expected that there would be more, like, a ton more charging stations and stuff out there, but we had to drive a pretty decent distance to go charge once we were out there after all the stuff was said and done.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but I mean, but I found like one of those like EV Go charging stations where it took like 13 minutes to go from like 30% to 80%.
Like the tier 3 charging or whatever.
Oh, it was only tier 2. It was 250 kilowatt hour.
This is the part I think people don't realize that when you say you're on a road trip and you take a regular gas stop, bathroom, snacks, wipe, clean out the windshield, do all that, you end up spending about 10 minutes or so. Yeah. Right? It's like 5 quick ones, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, we stopped for lunch.
Basically on the same.
River was napping, and
you're on that same like magnitude of time spent to get charged reasonably.
Yeah, because otherwise usually it's like, oh, fill up, and then you move the car, park the car, go and like grab food, do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Not bad. But you know what is bad? Bad's axe being thrown at this person's head. So before we get everything going, I need an attack roll from you. Oh, yes, Lunellis?
Well, would I be able to react before that? Because I didn't trust Bad with the situation in the first place.
I would love for there to be a contested, just straight dexterity. Contested dexterity rolls.
All right, sure. 20.
Oh, not a dexterity save.
I
think it's the same.
It's an 18.
It's the same for me. Yeah. Well, no.
It's the same?
I get plus.
Yeah, he doesn't have proficiency in dex saves.
Okay.
Nope, it's equivalent.
Okay.
Because fighter got strength.
Yeah, then.
Oh.
And just to make it extra, you try noticing how much Bad is on edge. You try to stop this from happening. However, you are not quick enough as the axe flies from his hand. Give me an attack roll.
Yes, this is also going to be fun because we're going to sharpshooter throw this thing for extra fun.
A 19.
Well, it'll be 14. It's not adding in the minus.
14 hits.
23 damage.
You watch as anime style, this axe just cleaves straight through this kid's head.
Oh my god, I feel so bad.
And he's dead.
What is wrong with you?
And then after that, there's a little glow in the hand, and the axe just goes right back to my hand.
Okay, I need all 4 of you to roll initiative.
Yeah.
I hate being bad people. Oh.
You really named him Bad.
He's literally called Bad, and they're like, I don't like it. You had another character you could have chosen.
It's important. It's just,
Go on.
Just do 23 damage with a hand axe toss. I mean, come on, that's pretty cool.
Sorry, they're not kids.
Bad,
They're over 18. They're miscreant, juvenile.
Young adults.
They're frat boys.
Delinquents.
They were held back for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. They're the 19-year-olds who are fucking forever seniors at.
They're Alpha Sigma Sigma fraternity.
Okay, so, Christ, let's see what we got going. All right, well, Stock, you see Bad huck an axe straight through the skull of what seems to be the kind of big burly leader of this Vandal team. The remaining 3, however, they're made out of stern stuff. They see their homie go down and they go, "You fucking killed Brutus, you fucking bitch!" And they all take out a fucking arsenal of weapons each, axes.
I feel considerably less bad now.
Don't.
I still don't feel less bad as a player, but hey, fuck it.
They brandish their weapons,
Good ball.
including paint-splattered clubs and daggers. One of them takes out a crossbow and aims it and levels it at the group. "You fucking fuck with us, you fuck with all of us, bro."
Wow.
Gang, we family. So Stock, what are you gonna do?
Well, what Stock does best, and we slurp over and just give a, "It's okay, we can all be family now, yay!"
What the fuck you talking about? Uh-oh. Yeah, that hits. Are you being lethal or non-lethal here?
Oh shit.
Oh shit. No, Stock would literally just kind of go in and try to just kind of stab and try to grab the dude's appendix out.
That's non-lethal? What?
People have appendices removed all the time.
What the
I don't
fuck?
have
Are you a
mine.
doctor?
it
The
wasn't
guy
done in
goes
the
down on the
junkyard.
ground.
Turns out he had appendicitis the whole time.
Stock, I need you to give me a medicine check, please.
Monks are
Please
good
tell
at
me-
medicine.
Oh, please tell me this appendix.
I am actually
absorbed.
proficient in medicine.
14 is fine.
Oh.
You all watch this fucking anime dumb fucking moment as Stock pat, runs up and just with one fell swoop, and then yes, he did have appendicitis. Good job. He's on the ground unconscious.
Hooray!
as he's going unconscious on the ground. No wonder why my fucking tummy hurt all the time.
Can I just finish moving over here and then can I bonus action or my offhand here?
No, just your second
Why are we
attack.
fighting
Oh, second attack.
guys?
It's okay.
Oh my god.
This guy's now like, what? Okay.
Oh.
You stab this dude, and he's like, "Oh god, that really fucking hurts." He's not dead though.
It's okay. You'll be okay. And then just kind of a slurp come out to wrap around his head, kind of like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sleepy.
Yeah, and then he's unconscious.
What a fucking weird fight. Holy shit.
And then I can't keep moving any further. But
What's
Okay.
Linellus gonna do? What the fuck?
All right, Linellus.
Yeah. And that first one is dead.
I think his head's split in two.
Okay, that one's dead.
Yeah.
This one is now gonna have some outpatient recovery time as his spleen was removed, or sorry, his appendix was removed. He had he had a field appendectomy, and then this guy is just taking a snooze. So he got stabbed badly and then bonked on the head, so he's asleep. There you go.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
no,
Both of you! And I'm going to...
with us.
What's the one with the appendectomy, the top one?
That guy.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna cast on myself. Whoops. Grim Siphon.
Yeah, those are 2 words that are usually positive.
I'm going to drain some of my health and give it to him.
Oh, my tummy feels so much better. How much health does he get?
I'm gonna choose to fail it, so... 1d4 plus... What the fuck is my spellcasting modifier? 7. 7? That doesn't sound right.
No, your spell attack bonus is 7.
So do whatever your
whatever the
casting
Whatever your
stat
ability
is.
Yeah. Do you cast
4?
with?
Wait, well, that has nothing on it.
4 would be the probably correct because our proficiency bonus is.
No. It's a 1d4. The Grim Siphon rolled a 4, so it's not even rolling correctly.
Oh, it's not even showing for us.
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Right there.
Oh, it just.
Oh, it
Wait,
showed a 4. Yeah, you rolled a 4 out of 1d4. That's fine.
Right,
That was
but
really slow.
there's no modifier to it. There's nothing added to it.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
just the dice. So
You need to
it's
fix
either
it.
6
It's
or
okay.
8. Up to you.
Okay, so he recovers how much? 6 HP?
6 or 8. Up to you. I take-
Oh, he's now like almost full health after recovering that. Holy shit! What the
Pretty
fuck
squishy.
is going on here?
Alright, look. I don't know if you guys will survive this if you don't just stop. So please just stop.
Right. Itaeat, you are up.
The girl makes a point. Surrender now, and we will let you live.
That's not the point I was making.
I'm just walking up. I have the rifle in my hands, but I'm not aiming it at the last guy. I'm just trying to get him to drop his weapons.
Would you want to do an intimidation check?
I'm not really trying to intimidate him as much as I'm trying to be like, hey.
Okay, yeah, you're being nice about it. Sure.
I'm being nice about it.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. I technically have the same on both, but I want to be
nice.
persuasive,
Okay, yeah.
not.
This guy drops his club, drops his crossbow, and has his hands in the air as he says, "All right, fuck, Jesus Christ! Don't split my fucking head open. We're just trying to like express our artistic creativity. Jeez."
But you don't have to do it in such a way that shits on someone else's. Make your own art. Become your own person.
Don't be derivative.
You could work together. He makes the sculptures, you color it.
But my color theory sucks.
Well, what better way to practice than to practice?
And to learn from an expert.
All right, it's Bad's turn.
No!
I gotta shake the gore off of the axe off to the side. And
I
just
also want
walk
to say
up
though,
slowly.
Bad, probably when you recall the axe, there's just that moment while it comes back to you in the air where there's just like gore streak through the air.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, I'm sure someone got onto me as well. Yeah. It was
Delicious.
It
I know
flies
I
towards your
can't
hand
move.
and stops, and the inertia just takes all of that gore directly into your shirt.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that would
I
check
know
out
I can't
actually.
move, but Lunellis would actively try to get in the way of any other axe throw.
Well, actually, so what I'm doing is I'm walking up very slowly and like deliberately. I'm actually putting the axe back to the belt and pulling out a knife and walking.
Oh.
Walking
Oh, no.
up. Lunellis is going to try to. You're trying to stop me, right? You're saying something.
I
You're-
mean, I will. Stop. They're done. This is over.
I think I'm walking up to the one that's down here. You just healed. Look at her.
No!
And I'm going to stab down, but I'm not attacking the guy. I'm trying to impale one of the spray cans that he had in his jacket.
oh hell yeah!
Oh, my
I
knife.
love
Nice.
that. Now you don't even need to make a roll for that. That's so cinematic. So
Yeah.
you just there's a gout of Lunellis. You just see a gout of red erupt into the air.
Oh
But it's like spraying far longer, like Kill Bill style, than it should ever spray.
I look towards the director's chair for Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, he just has his bare feet up in the air.
Yep.
Oh God.
The can sprays in the air.
And I'll stand back up with it stuck to my knife, and hold it just in front of me.
You hear the little
Looking at
can
him.
rattle, like the.
Yeah. I'm looking just at Lunellis, and you're not getting any read off of me. I'm just kind of staring at you. And then I'm going to, not like an attack, because I've already used my attack here. I guess I could use a second attack, but without the intent of doing damage, I'm just going to kick the guy on the ground. Like, not to damage, but to push away, as in to get out of here.
Okay. As you kick him, Bad, he definitely gets up, scrambles, and starts to move out of the way. All these guys are, except for the one who's fully dead. All of them start to... the two that are alive or conscious grab the one who was knocked out by Stock and start to drag him away. They didn't even get to act. However, as they start to pull each other away, they're like, we're never going to come back here. Fucking... That dragon can do whatever he wants. Oh my god. You hear Lunellis and Teat. You hear a strange sound from within one of the junk heap.
Uh-oh.
Don't like that.
Little, you see little antenna poke out of the junk heap as Mom's favorite monster comes out to attack you all.
Mom's favorite monster.
It's
Am I being dumb right now?
Worst enemy.
Yep, I am fucked.
Oh shit. I think I know what these are now.
Wait, I want to make a... I feel like I'm gonna roll this at advantage because I feel like
characters just have an internal fear of these.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's a I know these things instinctually from horror stories from my childhood, which I didn't have a childhood, but
no, it's from whatever was implanted in your mind.
Yeah, so it's like your boot software has like images of this "do not touch."
Oh, that explains why everything's so rusted around here.
Yes.
How many rolls are there? What is happening?
Oh
What
boy.
are you eating?
Nachos.
Okay, fair.
All right,
Valid.
so
Those aren't
from the
yours.
top, as things kind of reset, one of these things leaps up and over one of the junk canyons
shit!
and comes barreling down on top of Bad, trying to
boy.
bite Bad. I think we'll hit Bad.
I think so. Let me double check armor. I think I'm at 16 armor. So yeah.
9 piercing damage on you. Just fucking gnaws upon you.
You're a grunt from Bad.
And then it goes to Stock again. As Stock, you see some very scary looking rusty boys all around.
Oh wow. Stock would internally ask the Mimir, "Will one of these ruin you?"
The Mimir beeps and chimes within you. Only if their antenna ever touches me. Beat the shit out of them, my gooey friend.
We have a friend. And then Stock is just gonna wail on the one that's right next to them. Oh
Yep.
god, we can scroll.
Yeah, whacks him, hits him.
Consistent
That also
with
hits. 14 will
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For 20...
21.
Yeah, 21 damage. And that's enough. This one is a little bit gooey already from kind of tumbling down the thing. That takes that one out.
Cool.
Okay.
Then we will is this space crap or okay. Then I'll just bonus action. Can I just a flurry of blow it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
First one misses. 13 just misses it. The 16 will
Okay.
hit it, though.
Okay.
7 bludgeoning damage. You crack it across the jaw. All right, Lunellis.
Okay.
You now have angry rust monsters coming for you and your compatriot.
I'm gonna look at Bad and say, these ones you can kill.
Get a grunt.
With that, I'm going to bonus action and turn into a mist of blood and go inside Stock.
Oh, God.
Consent, please.
I'm gonna walk over and say, Mr. Stock, may I go inside you?
Yes, you may come inside us.
Oh God.
Ah. Are you going like
Uh,
red now, or are you like a? It's gotta be like a.
Yeah, what's this look
pulsing,
like? So it's the mist.
Lava lamp.
wave.
Yeah, it's the
yeah,
the
we already
mix
talked
of.
about it. It's a lava lamp.
Oh
I forgot
yeah,
about that. Yeah, you've done this already.
the lava lamp. Nice. Yeah.
That's my bonus action.
Yeah, it's kind of horrifying, actually.
And with my action, I'm going to shoot out like a solidified strand of blood.
Ooh.
And sanguine lash.
Which one? The one in front of stock here?
Doesn't
No
11 hit?
Shangri-La. by the
11
way.
will not hit. No. Unfortunately.
I have to give you. You can continue. I have to do math.
Okay. It's 8. You are up as you see, as your internal warning dialogues and stuff, like you just in front of your face, you just see like warning, warning, warning. Do not let their antenna touch you.
Yep. Shit. Fuck. I am going to. Cast a spell. And it's gonna be a 15-foot cube in front of me.
Perfect.
I'm going
That'll
to
hit 3.
cast Thunderwave.
Nice.
So that'll be that, and then at the same time, I will do this.
Oh, cool.
So causes creatures of your choice that you can see to take.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll just be more thunder damage to be thematic.
Very nice.
So that is
Storm Sorcerer. Okay.
Yep, 5 plus 4. So.
They all fail.
Yep. So they
I
take
see.
9 and they're pushed back 10 feet, is it?
Nice.
Yeah, 10 feet.
And the fact that they got pushed back 10 feet, they collide with this junk wall that is like right there. So
That's
I'll
sick.
give them some bonus bludgeoning damage as they go fucking head over tea kettle and just call
So
it,
we were warned about not
additional-
climbing that
nice.
shit.
Each of them take an additional 2
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage as they go into the wall of junk right there.
Okay, and then bonus action, I will jump 10 feet and full sprint out of here.
Nice.
Oh no, that's another one! They're cutting off my escape! They've come for me!
And yes, they have. The one up here is next. As that one sees a tasty morsel, and will run after you. And it will, it will antenna you. So I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh.
Shit.
Dexterity. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
You fail by 1.
One
So
moment.
what will this do?
Yeah, any way to add 1 to your throw?
A saving throw doesn't count as an ability check, right?
No.
No.
I'll just say for right now, in this battle, your armor class goes down by 1.
Okay.
All right. Bad.
Technically, I'm wearing leather armor, so.
Yeah, it got your. Well, it's
Yeah,
like.
my.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? This one for you in particular. Let's not call it your AC goes down. Let's just do a nice little. This one is like starting to eat at you. So.
Like max HP dep right now.
Yeah. So 2 damage done against you, but it is 2 damage off your max HP. Okay.
Okay.
Bad.
So this will be fun. I'm gonna do a couple things here, starting with thematically, because I'd already put my axe back to my belt, which very stereotypically is where a revolver would have sat on Eli's belt.
Oh shit! not to interrupt, the health bars are, if so, I just did a -2 for my max health, and it actually accurately shows it on your token now.
Oh, that's cool.
So it says 36, even though I have 38 max HP -2. Instead of doing the thing it used to do where it just didn't understand what 38 -2 meant. And would just...
where it says hit point maximum, you just put -2 after the...
Yep, so it actually shows, let me...
Yeah, screenshot that and share it.
Yep.
But bad, what are you going to do?
So...
Yeah, so the bonus action, so you did -2 and then 36. Okay, that's good to know. That makes it much easier to track that.
Yep.
I'm going to use my bonus action before anything else to use quick... No, not that. One superiority dice to use quick toss. So this is like a quick draw from the belt, underhand throw. Of the
I read
axe.
that as quick toes.
Yep.
Well, sure. Which is... you can make a range check. Yes, so being a range attack again, I can use the sharpshooter, which is not actively working on the attack, so I have the -5 off of this.
Sure.
Also with a superiority die, so this is going to be into the top one here.
Got it.
Across the way. 6 to hit.
Nope. Flies and
All right.
embeds itself in the wall of trash behind it.
And then, because the way this axe works, after every attack, it comes right back to my hand. I will now use my actual regular attack. No, does that uses superiority die? I believe, whether it hits or not, right?
Yeah. Oh no, it says
Yes,
if
okay.
you hit.
Under quick toss. If you hit added.
Oh no,
okay.
you can expend one superiority die. So yes, you've expended it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Other ones you kind of do on reaction, but that one you do it. So this is just a regular attack thrown at the top one. That's
That'll
a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Which will do 21 damage.
Yeah, that one just gets cleft in twain.
Did you pull it back again? And the way I'm seeing this is it's sort of God of War, but not like the slow. It's like it almost like it glows and just like teleports back, but you see it transit like that little like thing of light. Because you guys recognize this is the axe that Eli had already. And then we'll throw at the second one with my second attack. 19.
Yep, hits.
Nice.
This guy here, the middle.
Yeah, the second one down. Just working down the line. That's 19 damage into that one.
Yep, another one dead.
Cool. And thematically, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna use my motion after the axe comes back. I'll walk up. Again, nothing in a hurry, but I'll walk up in front of this thing with my left hand claws out and axe in the right hand, ready to fight in melee.
Yep.
And that's right, my turn.
All right. Iteat, I'm sorry, but another rust monster comes running for your tasty ass.
Oh no! You
Stop.
chose the wrong neighborhood. to
Give me
run
another
into.
dex save, please.
Yep. Wow.
Oh
man.
no!
It's not like I even have like a negative modifier.
No, it's just
rolling
you're
bad.
unfortunately rolling poorly.
From the fear.
You take an additional 4 damage and additional 4 off your HP.
I'm being eaten alive.
No!
You ran away!
He didn't know. Well, he couldn't see that there was 2 around the corner.
No, that's just the risk of going into what you can't see.
Yeah.
But you also know that one person here literally has healing spells, and you ran from me.
But you're you're within somebody else. This rust monster comes sprinting down, chittering at Bad, and will also attempt to antennae you. So give me a dex saving throw, Bad.
All right. Oh no! 10.
Okay, so you failed that one. It grabs you had a -1 penalty to your to scale mail.
Chainmail. So
Chainmail.
it's it's like effectively it's just a bunch of random shit, but it's all metal. So it's permanent though, right? For armor.
Yep.
All right, how do I edit this?
We'll figure it out
there'll be
later.
a question after like if the character dies and comes back or whatever, but I'll just mark it
So
down.
that's all that one does. This guy's dead. This one's dead. This one's alive. This one's just gonna try to bite Mr. Bad. We'll miss Mr. Bad. This one's dead. Stock, you are now up and available. There is a bunch of rust monsters here, but there is also the scared, terrified wails of your Warforged companion.
Oh, I can't stock can't necessarily help that just yet, because there's a rust monster right by us. So we'll stab the one that's right next to us. Start there.
Okay.
Start at the beginning.
Hits. Both hit.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Okay. That is that is almost enough to kill this guy.
Okay, we're gonna do the thing.
Flurry.
Yeah.
First one will
that's
miss.
not gonna do it.
Oh, second one will miss, unfortunately.
Oh no.
The
Bummer.
flailing wacky spaghetti arms, your wacky inflatable advertising man arms miss, unfortunately. Lunellis, you are now up, as there are 2 remaining alive ones near you. I'm gonna just delete the corpses that are dead, and but you are within stock, so do what you can do.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, that would be funny, but that's not what Lunellis would do. I guess I'm just gonna lash again.
Yep.
As my action, 15.
That'll hit. I'm guessing this one here.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10 feet, so you could do any of them. Which one would you like? Either.
Which one looks? Does either of them look like?
It's hard, they're about the same. Can't tell.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Whatever's the closest one.
Yep. Hits him.
See him.
Enough to take that one out.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
And then I'm a druid, so I don't have much in the way of bonus action.
Nope, you never do.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's true.
Within stock.
He just gets hard somewhere.
Cast any spell with the range of self.
sad.
You do need us to schlorp? We can schlorp.
If I needed you to schlorp, I would ask you to schlorp. Trust me.
If
I'm all
you were
about it.
in, you should be able to use stocks bonus actions.
No,
Oh, that would be very powerful.
That'd be
It would be.
busted.
we don't consent.
All right. Hey,
Just
Tate,
blood bend.
you are up, being accosted by 2 very healthy and very hungry-looking rust monsters.
Oh, be gone!
Begone thought.
So they'll take that plus 4
They
thunder
both,
damage.
1 saves, 1 fails.
Okay, well that one takes the 4 anyways. The one that fails takes the 4
Yeah.
extra anyways.
So that's 13, right?
Yes.
Nice.
13 and then
And flies back. Oh, it flies back, hits something. We'll give it a little bonk.
let's go.
1 damage.
Oh, one.
1. And then bonus action, I will jump 10 feet. And then I will run 30.
Very nice.
And
You
5
just,
more
everybody's
rust monsters
just watching
spawn.
it's just. Okay. Good running away you did there. This guy comes fucking streaking after you, but can't get to you. So it will dash and get like right up in your face. Bad. It's your turn.
All right. They said the one in front of me here has been hit
Oh yeah, this one's
reasonably
badly
hard.
injured.
Okay, I'm going to start with my first attack. Oh, actually, real quick. If you do an attack action where it's, you use your action to attack, you have multiple attack, can you weave the bonus action in between the 2 attack actions? Okay.
I'm fine
Then,
with that.
yeah, I'm going to attack, then I'm going to use the, instead of the axe, I'm actually using the left-hand claw. So I'm going to swing at it. Not minus, okay, that's wrong. So it's a 14.
Yep, that hits it.
14 hits? Okay. So I'll do 8 slashing damage
Okay,
into
you
it.
cut across its face and take its little rust monster bug head right off as it dies.
Oh, nice. Perfect. That's what I was hoping. Then in that action, with the momentum of the swing, I'll turn and fling with the bonus action again, the quick draw at the one on 88. Not 88.
Itay it.
It's 88. So we'll do. God, there's so many like different modifiers to click on and off between this, but we're gonna do a quick toss. Oh God, nope.
Nope.
Quick tosses are missing, so that's fine. And then I'll use my second, the second attack action. Although I will for fun. No, let's be smart. I'll just do regular attack here.
Okay.
An 11.
Oh, miss.
All right. Pulled axe back, and then again, slowly, kind of with the very methodical boot walking pattern up to this thing. Get in its face, and my turn there.
And then this one comes running around the corner and will bite you.
All right.
A chomp. An 18.
Yeah, that hits.
9 piercing damage. Just launches and latches upon your leg. Fucking give it the good old Geralt fuck.
It's basically it, yeah.
All right.
He may be nonverbal, but he can grunt.
Yeah, Stock. You got 2 more prime targets in front of you. Time to go to town.
Okay. Now this is the hard part. We have to slurp in unison. 1, 2, slurp. And then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me. Oh, precious.
Very nice. Fucking 19 damage. The next one hits too.
Sure does.
Yep, that bug is splatted. Absolutely decimated.
Jesus Christ. Just fucking...
He's fucking called the Exterminator. His name is Stock. And then one remains.
Yeah, we'll slurp over, then we'll do the flurry on it because it's at this point it's the principal. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
the crit will, yeah,
Oh my
8 and then give me the 11. That is more than enough. This
Fucking lava lamp punch.
yeah, the lava lamp punches wacky wild inflatable arm man dude just absolutely decimates that rust monster as the real pests of the dump have been eliminated as you have achieved your goal.
That is still alive.
Huh? Oh, Bad's
Still
still alive?
That's
Wow.
still alive.
I just realized, I thought you said fad. I'm like, wait a minute, bad.
That's what I thought too. Wrong campaign, maybe.
I would say thematically in that, as you just eviscerate this too, you do get for the first time, probably a less scornful look from Bad, more of a praising of your martial prowess.
And I'll say, with that, we'll end the session as the literal rust dust settles in the junkyard. As, you've taken care of one of the nuisances and an additional nuisance that wasn't quite apparent at first. So we'll pick up there next time. The continued adventures of these.
I dismissed the whole. I dismissed the bug comment. I was like, whatever. Sure, it's fine.
A bug.
A boog.
All right.
I also enjoy where this Lunella's bad dynamic is going to go because it's the opposite.
Very interesting. Okay, taking y'all back to the main screen, and then we'll pick up.
Hell yeah.
Also, I think for the rust damage to Bad's armor, let's make it permanent.
Okay, sounds good.
Because it had the kind of anyways, it was like
well, no,
a
I mean it would
scavenger.
be permanent unless you find a way to fix it. With Mr. Atayat, my idea is it functions the same way as like what is that monster? I want to call them. It's like one of those undead monsters. Wraith.
It's Shade or Shadow, I think. One of those two.
I think is.
They permanently take your max HP.
Life drain.
No, it's just until you long rest.
Yep.
Oh,
so,
okay. So that
and Warforged are have a weird thing where they self-repair technically during long rests.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just have it. Long rest is when you'll.
Yep.
I definitely appreciate having Bad to be easier to hit because the intent is not to be the out there for too long.
Yeah, no,
might be a little difficult to play in a little longer, but he's there for a reason.
Wait, you didn't enjoy just one-shotting a teenage miscreant in the head with a throwing axe?
No, I mean it was funny, honestly, but it felt bad. Because it's like any other character, I would not do that. But this is like he's like gave him the warning. He still said, he did these nuts on me. That's I mean, that's death.
That's the correct response to an aggressive "these nuts." You're right.
Yeah,
100%.
There will be no trial, only execution.
Only execution.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too, it'll be interesting to for the group to figure out what characters to use as tools or weapons in cases where it's like, well, if Bad's one to throw themselves into situations like this, maybe just throw him into situations like this to either, be a distraction or be a nuisance in a way that will benefit the party in other ways.
That's kind of the thought I had mechanically, but I think it'll be really fun as we figure out more of the backstory stuff.
Okay, I'm ending the stream right